Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to tell you what is, in my opinion, the best weapon in Resi 4 you need to be using, as well as the fastest way you can upgrade it to its full potential. There are so many weapons to pick from in Resi, but which one is the all-time best one? Which is the one you want to be focusing on? Now, it's all subjective of course, and really depends on how you like to play, but I'm going to make the case for why the Broken Butterfly is the absolute best weapon in the game. The Broken Butterfly is a magnum revolver that packs one hell of a punch, and you can buy this from the merchant at the start of chapter 7. Actually, if you do buy it in chapter 7, you even get a 30% discount. The merchant knocks the price down from 42,000 to 29,400 and throws in some magnum ammo for free. So if you're gonna get it, make sure it's in chapter 7. For starters, this magnum does the most damage out of any weapon in the game, rocket launcher aside. This thing one-shots most enemies, has bullet penetration so you can take out multiple enemies when they're lined up, and even destroys most bosses in just a few well-aimed shots. The Broken Butterfly is basically your enemy be gone button, especially when fully upgraded. I recommend grabbing the upgrade ticket for 30 spinels and boosting the damage further, making this do even more damage than the mighty hand cannon. And by the way, if you are looking for the fastest way to get 30 spinels, check out the guide linked above. I show you where to find all 30 spinels that you need so you can actually get your upgrade ticket as early as chapter 5. Really handy. A fully upgraded Broken Butterfly is this game's scariest, most powerful weapon. But here's the twist, you shouldn't be using this gun most of the time. This gun should only be reserved for mini bosses like the Garrador and Savage Mutt, or outright end of chapter bosses like Menendez and Sadler, rather than using it on typical enemies. The reason for that is pretty simple. Magnum ammo is scarce in this game. There's physically not enough ammo compared to how many enemies there are in the game, so if you rely on the Magnum solely, you literally won't be able to complete this game. That's why even though the Broken Butterfly is statistically the most damaging weapon in the whole of Resident Evil 4, I recommend carrying what is, in my opinion, the second best weapon in the game, the M1903, otherwise known as the bolt action rifle. The damage output and efficiency of an upgraded bolt action rifle is insane. It can also one-shot a lot of enemies in the game and melts tougher enemies, all for the low cost of rifle ammo. So this basically does Magnum level damage without suffering the Magnum's ammo scarcity. Crafting 7 rifle bullets takes 10 gunpowder and 1 large resource. By comparison, to craft just 3 Magnum bullets takes a massive 17 gunpowder and 1 small resource. So the rifle is much more cost effective. The one drawback is you'll need to be accurate with the rifle. It gives you magnum damage, but only with headshots and critical hits. So this is definitely a weapon requiring a bit more finesse. What I do is I let my Broken Butterfly be my boss weapon for when the boss is in your face and literally difficult to miss, and then I use the rifle for the rest of the time. I also recommend not using the scope for this weapon. While the scope gives you more range, it takes a lot longer to zoom in and really slows you down. Just use regular iron sights and you'll be a lot more accurate. And it's just fun to turn this into a first-person shooter. So yeah, while the best gun in the game is the Broken Butterfly, the gun you actually want to use most of the time, in my opinion, is the bolt action rifle. But of course, this is subjective, like maybe you prefer a different kind of gun entirely. So if you're after the best shotgun in particular, that would be, hands down, the Riot. It's got the best range and spread out of any shotgun. This outperforms the Striker since you don't need to be right up close to use it, and it's better than the W872. The W870 does more damage, but it has a wider spread and less range than the Riot, meaning you'll actually be using more shots to take down your target than with the Riot. That's why I think if you're looking for the king of all shotguns, go for the Riot. Handgun wise, it's the Blacktail. The Blacktail takes up less space, has a high rate of fire, and has the fastest reload. So it gives you higher DPS than guns like the Red 9. While the Blacktail can't use laser sights, it does have a smaller bullet spread and keeps its accuracy even when you're moving and firing, which you do a lot in this game. So the Blacktail is where it's at in regards to handguns. Anyway, those are what what I think are the best weapons in Resi 4. In short, aim to fully upgrade your broken butterfly with the upgrade tickets and use it for the game's toughest enemies, and have the bolt action rifle on hand to get through the rest of the game. But what are your thoughts on the weapons? Let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and for more Resident Evil 4 remake videos, subscribe to the channel.